Well, October is National Physical Therapy Month, and joining us today from Rhodes State, we've got the program coordinator and assistant professor of physical therapist assistance program, Andrea Lyleson, to tell us more. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me this morning. I'm very excited to be here.
All right. Well, first of all, tell us, what is a physical therapist? Because I don't know if we always understand exactly, what that job is about.
Sure, that gets a little confusing to some. So there are two levels in the profession, if you will. There's physical therapists and physical therapist assistants. A physical therapist obtains a doctorate degree to practice, and those are at your four-year institution. So here at Rhodes State College, we offer the two-year associate's degree for the physical therapist assistant. Now, the physical therapist assistant works under the supervision and direction of the physical therapist, who initially evaluates the patient and sets up their plan of care. So the physical therapist assistant is going to follow through with that plan of care and work with the patient in delivering the interventions to get them to reaching their goals.
All right, you're standing in the new building. I know it's a gorgeous facility. How does that help going to be helping you with the program, the assistant therapist program?
We have so many things to offer that we're so excited about. I mean, first off, we have brand new equipment and anatomical models that the students learn off of. We have an anatomage table, which is a large life-size digital 3D interactive table loaded with cadavers for the students to learn that human anatomy. So that's a pretty amazing thing. We have brand new machines that the students learn from, the skills that they learn, what we call modalities, things that, electrical stimulation and ultrasound and things like that. So the students are learning from equipment that parallels what they'll use in the real clinics.
I assume this is the kind of job that is really needed, that, this kind of therapy helps all ages in different ways.
All ages. So in therapy, we can work with pediatrics, so children, infant, all the way to late adulthood. So the students will get out there and find their niche ultimately and can work in a variety of settings. Absolutely.
So is this program, can people think about signing up now, or is there a timeline and a deadline for getting into the assistant physical therapy program?
Yes, so we have prerequisite courses that are obviously required to take prior to application. So students can always be working on those prerequisite courses. Our application deadline for the program is the last Friday in July. So someone who'd be interested in our program now is a great time, to get on board and start taking those prerequisite courses to set themselves up for application at the end of July.
So what's the future like for this? I mean, in our area and maybe, nationwide, is there a really big need, because this is part of the healthcare field that, people probably want to be interested in?
Yes. So projected growth for the field of physical therapy is still good. Our projected growth is still faster than average for other professions. We have the baby boomer population who's up and coming and in need of more medical services, including physical therapy. So the growth outlook for the profession is great. So I would highly encourage someone with an interest to look into pursuing it.
Yeah, you mentioned with an interest. What kind of personalities or kind of loves do you think a person makes a good physical therapist?
So academically, a person needs to love anatomy, learning about the human body and how it moves. From a personal standpoint, we have to be big communicators, very personal, one-on-one. We work very intimately with patients. We can't really be too shy. We need to be able to kind of motivate and coach people and listen, be good listeners, and all of those traits make a good therapist.
Wow. Exciting program, and with the new facility, extra exciting. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Holly. I greatly appreciate it.
All right. Don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.